Hey everyone, today I am back doing another video. This video is going to be a tag video, and the tag that I'm going to be doing today is the 20 songs tag. Now I have to say, before I even film this and start answering these questions, this tag was super hard for me. Usually when I do tag videos, I just like sit down and film the video and I just answer the questions like right when I read them, basically. Like I don't really do too much preparing beforehand, but for this one, like just looking over the questions before I started filming this, like I had to like think about it and prepare. I did like a good half hour of preparing for my answers to this tag, just because a lot of these questions I just couldn't think of really one song or one song that would like match the most compared to other songs, if that makes any sense. Just because I am someone like, I don't really have like favorite songs. I think I've talked about this or mentioned it before in some of my other videos. I don't really have favorite songs. I listen to so many different songs and so many different genres, so it was very hard to pick some songs for a lot of these questions for this tag. So yeah, really, I just really wanted to mention that real quick. So I really hope you guys like this tag anyways, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this tag. So if you would like to see my version, my answers to these questions in the 20 song tag, then just keep on watching. So the first question is favorite song. Like I already mentioned in the beginning of this video and in some of my other videos, I don't really have favorite songs, just because, again, I like so many different songs. Like it's just impossible for me to just have like one favorite song, if that makes any sense. But the one that I always go to as my favorite is Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani. And the only reason I always pick that one as my favorite song, because that is the one song that I have loved and been obsessed with for the longest. I've been obsessed with it ever since she came out with that CD. Is it the Sweet Escape? I believe that's what that CD is called. And I believe it came out, I think I had to have been like in 6th or 7th grade. So 2006, 2007. So basically 10 years I had been obsessed with this song. So that's just the one, I just consider that one my favorite. It's just a fabulous song. I just absolutely love it. Second question is a song that you hate. And this one, the first song that came to mind is Piano Man by Billy Joel. I believe that's what it's called. I cannot stand that song, and I don't even know why I hate that song. Like it just makes me so angry. Like I don't even know why. I just hate that song. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Like the minute I hear it, the radio goes off. I have to leave the room. Like I just hate that song. I'm sorry, but I do. Third question is a song that makes you sad, and the one that came to mind is My Immortal by Evanescence. I'm pretty sure we all know that song. It's definitely a deep, dark song, and it's just like, holy shit. Like every time I listen to it, I love that song. Like it's a really good song, but it's definitely very dark. Fourth question is a song that reminds you of somebody, and this one, the first one I thought of is Just Haven't Met You Yet by Michael Bublé. That song reminds me of my mom, because that's like her favorite song. Oh my gosh, another one I could have picked was Yeah, or is it Oh Yeah? Yeah, by Usher. My mom loves that song too, and like those two songs really my mom is obsessed with, and every time they come on, she just like, she has to blast it. She has to turn the radio all the way up, or the TV all the way up, wherever she's listening to music, and she like will dance to it all over the house, in the car, in public. If we hear it in the store, she will dance in the aisleway. Like she loves those songs. Question number 5 is a song that makes you happy, and this one was really hard because I feel like a lot of songs, basically any song that I listen to, because I mean, obviously if I'm like listening to a song, I like it and it makes me, I mean, maybe it doesn't always make you happy, but I feel like 98% of the songs I listen to make me happy, because I really like upbeat songs that they have like a really good beat to them. They make you want to dance and sing. So it was really hard for me to pick one, but one that came to mind was kind of a little bit of throwback, and it is Candyman by Christina Aguilera. I love that song. Like it is just the beat and the music video to it. It's one of my favorite music videos. Like, I don't know, that's just one of the songs that came to mind, and I just had to put it in this tag for a song that makes me happy. Like, I don't know, it's just really catchy, and her voice obviously is just gorgeous. So yeah, I just chose that as one of the many songs that make me happy. Question number 6 is a song that reminds you of a specific moment, and the first song that came to mind is Animal by 3 Days Grace. When I was in 7th grade, that was my favorite song. I listened to it multiple times a day, like at least 10 times a day I would listen to that song. Like I just absolutely loved that song. I still love that song. Like usually like songs I've listened to like my whole life, I will continue to listen to them. Like even Hannah Montana, I still listen to Hannah Montana. I have her CD and I still listen to it. Like if I love a song, like I usually will love it for like my whole life. So I still love that song, but that one just reminds me of that time being like 13, 14 years old, and I had like black hair, and I was really kind of, I don't want to say I was emo because I really wasn't, but I definitely had that look like I was emo, and I got made fun of. Not really made fun of, but kind of. I guess it was made fun of, but it just didn't bother me, so I don't really consider it made fun of. But yeah, a lot of people called me emo, and like just that time period, I don't know, that song just reminds me of it. And even today, if I hear that song, like it just brings me back to little me, little like black hair, black clothes me in 7th grade. And yeah, I feel like we all have a period in our life we would like never go back to. And the time when I was like 13, 14 years old, that's just the time I would never want to go back to. It's not like it was a bad time for me. It's not like it was like traumatic or horrible in any sort of way. Like I don't know what it is. I think back to that time and I'm just like, ugh, like it just makes me cringe. So yeah, Animal by 3 Days Grace, that's just what that song reminds me of, but I still love that song and I still listen to it to this day. Question number 7 is a song that you know the lyrics perfectly. And a couple came to mind. The first one I thought of was Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani, which, you know, I picked for my favorite song for this tag because I love that song. But then I thought about, well, maybe I can think of another one because I already used that song for a question in this tag, so I thought maybe let's make it a little interesting, let's mix it up a little bit and pick something else. So then I was thinking about it, and the next one that came to mind is Super Bass by Nicki Minaj. It took me so long to learn the words to that song, and I thought I was so cool when I finally learned all the words to it. And yeah, that's just a song that I still know all the words to this day. Question number 8, a song that makes you dance right away. Again, this was another one that was really hard to think of a song, to pick a song for this question, just because again, a lot of the music I listen to and a lot of the music that I like is like, have like a really upbeat beat to them, and I love any song, no matter what genre it is, no matter who sings it, what band, anything like that. As long as it can make me like sing and dance, I'm gonna love it. So it was really hard for me to pick a song for this one, but the one that just kept coming to mind, and I don't know if it's because dance is in the title of it, but I don't know, this one just came to mind and I just thought I would just throw it in for this question, and it's One Dance by Drake. I just love that song, and that definitely is a song that makes me want to sing and want to dance along to it. So even though there's like a ton of songs that make me want to sing and make me want to dance, but I don't know, for some reason this one just kept coming to mind every time I tried to think of a song to put for this question. Question number 9 is a song that helps you going to sleep. And the one that came to mind is Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. When I was little, my dad, he had like a classical music CD, and he would always like play it when I would go to sleep. And this song, like, though that whole CD kind of made me go to sleep, but this song was probably, Moonlight Sonata was probably my favorite song out of that whole CD, and I don't know, I just really like it. I think it's just really relaxing. Question number 10 is a guilty pleasure song, and this one I didn't know what to pick. I guess I didn't really understand this question. Like, guilty pleasure, like, I don't really know, but the first one that came to mind, I'd really tried to think of songs that are like different. The first one that came to mind was Cupcakes Taste Like Violence by Jeffree Star. This is another song I have been obsessed with for years. Like, this song, oh my gosh, this song could actually fit in so many of these questions. Like, this song makes me want to sing, this song makes me want to dance, it makes me happy. Like, I don't know, I just really, really like this song. And basically that whole CD, Cupcakes Taste Like Violence, I'm pretty sure that's what the CD is called too. Basically every song on that CD is like amazing, but Cupcakes Taste Like Violence has been one of my all-time favorite songs ever. Like, I don't know, I just really like the beat. Again, the beat is what gets me when it comes to songs. Like, if it has a good beat, I'm gonna like it. And that's definitely one of these, this song is definitely one of those songs that has a really good beat to it. So yeah, I just decided to go with this one for my guilty pleasure song. Question number 11 is a song that you can relate to. This is another question. I had no idea what to pick. Like, there really isn't any song that I like that I can relate to. For me, I'm someone, I feel like there's two kinds of people when it comes to songs. There's those people that listen to like the meaning of the songs and the words of the songs, and that's why they like the song. And then there's people like me that listens to like the beat of a song. Me, I don't really pay attention to like the words and the meanings behind songs. I'm all about the beat, really. Even though like a lot of songs I know the words to and I can sing along to like the whole song, I just don't pay attention to the meaning of the song. So I feel like maybe that's why it was really hard for me to come up with a song that I can relate to. But I feel like I had to put something for this question. So basically what I chose is probably something Disney. I love Disney. I think we all know that if you've been watching me forever. So I just picked like a couple songs, like maybe like Go the Distance from Hercules, I think is a really like motivational and really touching song. A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella, like again, kind of motivational, maybe, I don't know. I just picked really anything and everything Disney, I think is something I could relate to. Question number 12 is a song you used to love and now you hate. This one was another one that took me a really long time to think of something because like I said, if there's a song that I like, no matter how old I was, I'm more than likely gonna still like it to this day. And that's how, that's really how I am. Like I said about Hannah Montana, like I loved Hannah Montana back in the day and I still listen to her CDs today. Like if I like a song, I'm more than likely gonna like it forever. So it took me a really long time to think of something, but I finally did think of something, and that was Hilary Duff. I couldn't think of just one song, but I was thinking like her like Metamorphosis album. I don't really know because I still listen to the CD, but there's just a few songs on there that like I used to like love when I was little. Like I would just jam out to them, but like today I'm just kind of like, ugh, this kind of sounds like really like tween, preteen kind of music, and I just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of like specific songs. Like maybe like A Girl Can Rock or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's from that CD. Yeah, I don't know. They just seem like really like preteen type songs, and I'm kind of like, not a big fan of it, but I still listen to Hilary Duff and I still listen to the Metamorphosis CD. Question number 13 is a song from your favorite album. Again, I don't really have a favorite album, but the first thing that came to mind is someone, not a band, probably be an artist. That would be The Weeknd. I'm pretty sure he's not a band, it's just him, right? I don't know. I'm terrible when it comes to like artists and bands. I don't really know. But I love The Weeknd, and I have been loving him for a very long time now. And I just picked him as my favorite album. Oh gosh, what is the album called? Beauty Inside the Madness or something like that. I don't know. I'll put it up. I'll put all the songs and like basically what I'm talking about on the screen so you can like know for sure what I'm talking about. But that album I love, and just The Weeknd in general I love. Like I would love to go see him in concert. Like, oh my gosh, if he ever comes to Michigan, like I am going. I don't even care. What am I doing? Song from your favorite album. Sorry, I got a little distracted. So the song from that Weeknd album that I am obsessed with is Acquainted. Oh, I just love that song. Like, I don't even know. It's just such a good song. I love every song on that album, but this one is my favorite. The second I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, love it, love it, love it. Question number 14 is one I could not answer, and it's a song you can play with an instrument. I can't play an instrument. I used to play guitar back in the day. I had like a few lessons. That didn't last very long. I used to play the trumpet, but my band teacher when I was in, when did I do it? 6th grade, I think it was. My band teacher hated him. He was something else. He was just not a nice person. Okay, maybe he was a nice person, but he was just one of those teachers that was like really hard on the students. And I'm just not about that life. Like, if you're gonna make me cry every single day, like, I'm not gonna like you. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, I used to play trumpet, but then because of him, I ended up quitting. I actually really liked the trumpet, but I just didn't want to risk having him as my band teacher again because like I said, I did this when I was in 6th grade, but he was also a band teacher like in high school. So I could have continued with trumpet all throughout high school, but because he taught in the high school, I just didn't want to risk having him as my band teacher again. So yeah, I quit the trumpet. Yeah, I don't play an instrument today, so I can't really answer this question. Question number 15 is song you've sung or you like to sing in public. I didn't really pick one for this one either because I'm very, very shy. Like, I can't even talk in public. So like, there's no way I'm gonna sing in public. Like, if I can't even talk in public, there's no way I'm gonna sing in public. So I didn't really pick one for this either. So let's just move on to question number 16. Question number 16 is a perfect song for driving. This one I chose Anything because, like I said, I love all sorts of songs, all sorts of artists, albums, and I usually just listen to the radio when I'm driving, and that's good enough for me. There's like 4 different radio stations that I really, really like that I'll listen to when I'm driving, and they basically play all sorts of like music. So I just said Anything because I love listening to the radio when I'm driving. And even if I was to listen to like my music I have on my phone or my MP3, I usually keep that on shuffle. And like I said, I listen to so many different artists and albums and things like that. So even if I'm listening to that, it's Anything. Question number 17 is a song from your childhood. And this one, I could not pick just one song. I basically just like chose like a bunch of people that I listened to when in my childhood, and some of those included Michael Jackson and Frank Sinatra. Those are from my dad. Oh, and ABBA, that was another one my dad always listened to, and so he would just, you know, show us those songs and artists. So those are the 3 I would listen to with my dad. Another one is The Carpenters, which my mom really likes. And so yeah, we used to listen to them a lot when I was younger. And then of course the pretty basic ones that I feel like a lot of people, at least my age or in the 90s, were like obsessed with, and that would be Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. And when I was kind of like thinking of all these artists that I used to listen to when I was a child, the 2 songs that came to mind were, let me see, Larger Than Life by Backstreet Boys. Love that song. I've always loved that song. That is probably to this day still my favorite Backstreet Boys song. Oh, I just love that song. And then another one that came to mind was I Want Candy by Aaron Carter. Like, does anyone else remember that song? Like, I feel like that was like Aaron Carter's like most popular song. Oh gosh, it was so good. That is a song I would listen to on repeat for hours. Question number 18 is a song you like to be played at your wedding. And if you guys watched some of my previous videos, I did get engaged, when was it? August. Oh my gosh, bro, get it together. I did get engaged, so I've already been thinking about this, and there's a few that came to mind, or few that I'm like thinking of. I'm probably gonna have all of these songs in my wedding in some sort of way. Yeah, I haven't really like fully decided yet. And if you guys know me, I'm gonna have a Disney themed wedding. It's gonna be Cinderella themed. So of course I thought about having A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes, and So This Is Love from Cinderella. Oh, I love those songs, especially So This Is Love. Like, that would just be perfect for a wedding. A Cinderella themed wedding, like, are you kidding? Yes. And then another one I thought of was All My Life by Casey and JoJo. KCI and JoJo? I don't know. Again, I'll put everything up here because I'm probably like butchering a lot of these song names and artist names. But that was another one that I chose because that's kind of me and Luke's song, I guess you could say. You know how like couples, they always like pick like a song, and that was just like our song that we just like picked when we first started dating. So I thought that would just be kind of perfect for our wedding, just not only because it's our song, but because it's really a cute song. It's really a romantic song. So yes, those are the 3 songs that I am in between for being played at my wedding. Question number 19 is one song you'll like to be played at your funeral. This one was kind of hard because I honestly didn't really know. And second of all, I honestly don't know if I want a funeral. Like, I don't know if that sounds bad, but like I just feel like there's no point. Like, just when I die, just put me in a box and bury me. Like, that's good enough for me. But the one that came to mind is a song that I am obsessed with. It's such a good song, and this song I wanted to incorporate this song somewhere in this tag because I just love this song. So I just decided to put this song for this question, and that is I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. I hope I'm saying her name right. I love that song. Like, it's such a good song. It's so inspirational, and the only really reason I picked this one for my funeral run because then I thought of A Family That Prays, if you guys seen that movie, and like Kathy Bates' character when she dies, like her friend, I cannot think of their characters' names, but her friend like sings it at her funeral, so I just thought like, oh, maybe that could fit as like a funeral song. So yeah, I guess that's the song I would have played at my funeral. And lastly, question number 20 is a song that nobody would expect you to like. And this one, I Said Anything by Marilyn Manson. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't think that I like Marilyn Manson, but just by looking at me maybe. I mean, like I said earlier, like I love Hannah Montana and Hilary Duff and I still listen to them. But Marilyn Manson is another one of those that I love and I still listen to this day. Again, like I said, I am someone that loves anything, any kind of music, any kind of artist, any kind of genre. So yeah, but I just feel like people, by looking at me and maybe by kind of just quickly scrolling through like my music playlists on my phone, they probably wouldn't think I would like Marilyn Manson because I feel like I definitely have more, you know, Disney songs on my phone than I do Marilyn Manson, but I really do love Marilyn Manson and I like a lot of his songs. One of my all-time favorite songs by Marilyn Manson is Reflection God. I believe that's what it's called, which again, I feel like is a little shocking just because the meaning of the song and just some of the lyrics in that song, it's kind of like, I don't really like that, you know, being like a Christian and believing in God, but like, again, me, it's about like the beat and things, and the song's not really like the words and the meaning behind the songs, and like that song, I love that song, like, oh, it's just an amazing song. So yeah, guys, that is my 20 songs tag. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't too all over the place. I feel like this video is going to be interesting to edit because I feel like I've been like, all over the place in this video. But anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Anyways, if you guys did like this video, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. I'm going to get going for now, but I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.